Hello, this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we're doing algebra and I'm going to introduce you to binomial expansion. So at the top in this box here, I have what we call a binomial, which is basically two sets of brackets next to each other that I want to expand out. So to expand it, the first thing in the first bracket needs to be multiplied by both things in the second bracket. That's what this here is. The A is multiplied by the C plus D. And the B has to be multiplied by the second bracket as well, which is this. And if I expand all of those brackets out, A times C is AC, A times D is AD, B times C is BC, and B times D is BD. That's a pretty lengthy formula. Not really something that you want to have to memorize. So to help you out, we have this little expression called FOIL. Okay, so if you memorize this, if you memorize FOIL, it will help you know how to expand a binomial. So F stands for first, O stands for outside, I stands for inside, and L stands for last. So what that means, let me show you how to do that in a question. If I want to expand out these brackets here, I use FOIL. So the F in FOIL stands for first. That means the first thing in each bracket needs to be multiplied together. A times B is AB. Okay? The O in FOIL stands for outside, which is the two things on the outside of the brackets. So in this case, it's the A times by the 5, which is 5A. The I in FOIL stands for inside. The two things in the middle is the inside. So 7 times by B is a positive 7B. And the L stands for last, the last thing in each bracket. So the last thing in the first bracket is the 7, the last thing in the second bracket is the 5. 7 times 5 is 35. And that is an expansion using FOIL. Okay, let's practice that again with question 2. So follow the process again. First is M times M, which is M squared. O is for outside. So M times minus 4 is minus 4M. I is for inside. 2 times M is 2M. And L is for last. 2 times negative 4 is a negative 8. Okay, now, if you can, you should always simplify where possible. In this question, I have two terms here that are like terms. Minus 4M and plus 2M are like terms. So I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to leave the M squared first and I'm going to collect these middle ones up. Minus 4 plus 2 is a minus 2M minus 8. And that is the best, most simplified answer. Okay, so we're just going to practice this over and over. The more often you do something, the better you get at it. So let's try question 3, using FOIL again. First is 3y times 5y. 3 times 5 is 15. Y times y is y squared. O is for outside. 3y times minus 3 is a minus 9y. I is for inside. Minus 1 times 5y. Minus 1 times 5 is minus 5, and the y sits after. And last, minus 1 times minus 3. Minus and minus makes a plus 3. Okay, then we look for simplifying, things we can simplify. The middle two terms again are like terms. And that is what will happen most of the time. Usually it will be the middle two that are like terms. So minus 9y minus another 5y means we go negative 14y y plus 3 on the end. Okay, question 4. Repeating the process again, FOIL. So first, 8x times 3x. 8 times 3 is 24x squared. And then outside, 8x times minus 2 is minus 16x. I is for inside, 3 times 3x, 3 3s are 9, and x. And last, 3 times minus 2 is minus 6. Again, my middle terms are like terms, so we can collect them. 24x squared minus 16 plus 9 will make a minus 7x and a minus 6 on the end. Okay, these questions are just slowly getting more and more things in them. Let's try question 5 using FOIL. First, times together, 3b times 2b is 3 times 2 is 6. B times b is b squared. Try not to let your 6 look like a b, and vice versa. Then outside, 3 times 5 or minus 5 is a minus 15. And I have a b and a c, so 2 letters on that one. Then inside, c times 2b is a positive 2bc. And last, c times minus 5 is minus 5c squared. Okay, have we got any like terms? BC, BC, they are like terms, the middle terms here. So, 6b squared is first. Minus 15 plus 2 is minus 13bc. And then a minus 5c squared at the end. Question 6. Just repeat, repeat, repeat. Here we go. FOIL. 4n times 7. 4 times 7 is 28. N. Outside ones. 4n times minus 2n. 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. N times n is n squared. Then I is for inside. 1 times 7 is 7. And last, 1 times 2n, or negative 2n I should say, is negative 2n. Okay, so this time my like terms are in different places. I have a 28n here and a minus 2n there. So let's do those first this time. 28n minus 2n is 26n minus 8n squared plus 7. Okay, you can rewrite that if you want to. You can put the minus 8n squared first if you want to. It's the same thing. Then plus 26n plus 7. Okay, as long as you have the 3 terms, it doesn't matter the order that you write them in. Alright, that's the answer. Okay, so on the next page I have some questions for you to try. So it's not enough just to watch somebody else solve some questions. It's really important that you actually get in there and try to do it. Get the pen and paper out and try to solve some of the questions yourself. So if you want to print these pages that I have, you can go to my website. You can see the details below, and you can print all of these sheets. And what I'd like you to do is to pause the video, try to answer each of these questions, and then restart the video to check if you're getting them all right. Okay, so pause the video, and now let's go through the answers. Alright, question number 1, using FOIL. 2m times n is 2mn, that was first. Then we do outside, 2m times 3, 2 times 3 is 6m. Then we do inside, 1 times n is n. And last, 1 times 3 is 3. Looking for like terms, there aren't actually any like terms because I had different prenumerals up here. So that's all we can do for that question. In question 2, expand using FOIL. So first one is k times k is k squared. Then we do outside, k times 7 is 7k. Then inside, minus 11 times k is minus 11k. And last, minus 11 times 7 is minus 77. This time we have some like terms. The 7k and the minus 11k are like terms. So rewrite on the next line, k squared. 7k minus 11k is minus 4k. And then the minus 77 is still there at the end. Okay, let's do question 3. First is h times h, so h squared. Outside is h times 10, which we write as 10h. Inside, 3 times h is 3h. And last, 3 times 10 is 30. My like terms are here in the middle. So I have h squared. 10h plus 3h is 13h. And plus 30 on the end. Okay, question 4. 7p times 7p. 7 sevens are 49. P squared. Then we do outside. 7p times minus 1 is minus 7p. Then we do inside. Minus 1 times 7p is another minus 7p. And last, minus 1 times minus 1. Minus and minus makes a plus. 1 times 1 is 1. The like terms are the two middle ones. So we have 49p squared minus 7p minus another 7p is minus 14p plus 1. Last one. We have lots of different letters in this one. We have W's and X's in both brackets. Let's expand this out. 6w times 5x. 6 times 5 is 30. And we have a W and an X after that. Then we do outside. 6w times 2w. 6 times 2 is 12, so negative 12. And this time we have w squared. And then we do inside. Minus x times 5x. We minus 5x squared. And last, minus x times minus 2 is a positive 2xw. Okay, so looking for like terms, we have wx and xw. They are actually like terms. Doesn't matter the order we write them in now. I might collect up my like terms first. So 30wx plus 2wx will make 32. You can call them wx's or xw's. Doesn't matter which way. Normally alphabetical order is how you do it. Minus 12w squared and minus 5x squared. Okay, and that's it. So, practice some more of those and I will see you next time. Bye for now.